My mother spoke with open hand and eyes. Give bread to hunger, trust the pleading sighs. She said all souls are shaped of common flame. Be kind, my son, for kindness heals all names. She walked where fear had taught the world to flee, and saw in thieves the men they still could be. She loosed their chains, forgave their borrowed sin, believed that grace might let the light back in. I watched her mercy fall like gentle rain, and thought no gift could ever birth such pain. But wisdom waits where innocence stands blind, and truth arrives not gentle but unkind. Kindness is a seed, not a shield. Kindness must answer what it yields. Mercy walks first, but justice stays. Each gift we give demands its weight. Kindness is a seed, not a shield. What we forgive, the world may wield up. The one she spared returned with midnight hands. They broke the vaults, defied the king's command. They stole from crown and struck at mercy's throne, and made her kindness bleed into the stone. My father stood where law and sorrow meet, and spoke no wrath, yet ordered death complete. He said, my son, hear well what mercy buys. His kindness enters with unseen ties. The world is not made good by open doors, but by the cause that every choice restores. Kindness is a seed, not a shield. Kindness must answer what it yields. Mercy walks first, but justice stays. Each gift we give demands its weight. Kindness is a seed, not a shield. What we forgive, the world may wield. So now I walk as both their truths entwine. My mother's heart, my father's measured mind. I trust the soul until the line is crossed. Then justice speaks, though mercy bears the cost. I give my hand as freely as my name, but those who wound it shall not wound again. For kindness lives, but not without its price, and wisdom weighs the heart before the die. Kindness is up, kindness is up, kindness is up, kindness is up. I loose the blade and spared his breath. Believed one life outweighed his death. I named it grace, I named it right, and walked away. She would not stray, spoke honey truths I chose to weigh. What man thought I once spared the grave would dare return to evil's wave? So mercy passed from hand to hand, unbound by oath, unmarked by brand. baptized in blood and flame. The spared man led the crimson tide, with mercy's mark upon his side. I saw the dead, I heard them cry, my choice had taught them how to die. Have mercy, oh foolish heart, so quick to trust what blooms in hope may rot to dust. Without the cost, returns his knives and all that's lost. Mercy with a weight is dead unpaid. I bear the names of those I failed. Have mercy, save Then spoke the voice my father gave. Compassion guides, but justice saves. To spare the cruel is not to heal, but choose who else shall bleed and kneel. Have mercy. Mercy with the weight shall walk my hand. Mercy with the law shall guard the land. I trust the soul until the line, but cross it once and judgment's mine. Mercy with the weight shall walk my hand. I will not fail them, twice I stand. No mercy. I buried them beneath the dawn, and swore no grace would wander wrong. For kindness lives, but not alone. It walks with law, or leaves a throne. Save us, save us, save us, save us.
The sun stood like a judge above the land, its verdict written deep in bone and sand. Each step a question carved in blistered skin. How much of self must one unmake to live? I saw men trade their names for crust and coin, saw hunger teach the hand to strike the joint, the starving smile, the desperate kneel, not born of vice but wounds too sharp to heal. The desert does not ask of right or wrong, it asks how long before you break or bend along.
We need to live, so live we must, in breath or blood, in pain or dust.
Yet tell me this, a watching sky when survival speaks, who answers for my sins?
Oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself for bread?
Oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself for pleasure's thread?
Oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself for one more day?
Oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself and looked away? I saw the kind become the cruel by need, saw mercy starve while violence learned to feed. Each man a beast behind a borrowed face, chained not by rope but by a false embrace. For every master promised life anew, and took the soul as payment overdue.
If we become the thing we need to be when need arise like law and tyranny,
then answer me before the breath is gone. Who lives when what we were is now gone?
oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself for bread?
Oh, poor soul!
Who sold himself for pleasure's bed?
Oh, poor soul!
sold himself to stay, who sold himself to make the pain. If I sell my soul to flee the grave, what stands alive when I am saved? Who sold himself for breath? Who sold himself to bargain death? Who crossed the line to stay? Who lived and lost the man along the way? So on I walk where beasts wear human skin, for life endures, yet something slips away. And not all deaths arrive as dying days. Gathered gold like falling rain, cures from deaths no God would name. I held the keys, the bread, the flame, enough to end all fear and pain. You can't save the unwilling soul, can't force the heart to be made whole. I had the cure, I had the way, but they chose the cage and turned away. I saw them starving, hands held wide, begging help they'd later hide. I gave them roads, I gave them keys, they burned the bridges just to bleed. For what is help when truth is denied? What is life when death's inside? If choice is law that none outrun, who am I to choose for? You can't save the unwilling soul, can't force the heart to be made whole. I had the cure, I had the way, but they chose the cage and turned away. I watched them rot with open hands, reject the rope, embrace the sand. I pulled them back from final breath, they dove again toward living death. No demon bound them, no decree, just love for change they couldn't see. If all is given, yet none is taken, is the Savior strong or mistaken? open every door inside, but some will choose to stay inside. You can't save the unwilling soul, can't force the heart to be made whole. I had the cure, I had the way, but they chose the cage and turned away. So now I give where hearts still move and walk away when none will choose. For mercy bends, but will is Lord, and even gods must stand in awe.
Conscience, thou art heavier than steel, a crown unseen, yet bent upon my will. I asked the stars for paths untouched by blame, they answered not, and left me choice and flame. I will carry the sin, if sin there be, if guilt must live, then let it live in me. For better I be marked by history's pen than watch the world be torn again. I weighed each deed as merchants weigh their gold, found virtue bends when fear is bought and sold. For tell me this, O mind that seeks the just, if none will act, does good not turn to dust? What use is purity so clean, so bright, if it stands idle while the wrong wins right? Is goodness found in hands kept free of stain, or hands that break so others may remain? I will carry the sin, if sin there be, if blood must speak, then let it speak through me. For better I be named the darker man than leave the light without a stand. The world cries out for saints without a scar, yet breeds its evils deep in who we are. I saw men pray for saviors pure and clean, then curse them once the cost was seen. O fragile hope, thou wilt not long survive, if none will pay the price to keep thee alive. If justice waits for hands that never bleed, then justice waits while innocence concedes. I shall spend it whole, and by one dawn for every broken soul. I will carry the sin and walk alone, let judgment carve me into stone. If history must curse my name, so long as few will curse the flame, I will carry the sin and stand fast still, for someone must, and I have will. Write not of me as just or kind, but as the man who chose in time. For when the scales refused to bend, I chose the weight and bore the end.
Steel rang once, their breath ran thin. The sand drank names, the night closed eyes. Their den lay broken, fire and bone, and I stood left. They'll never sing my name in light, nor call this work a noble fight. If peace was bought, it came through me, through blood, through teeth, through certainty. I am no hero dressed in pure flame. I walk the dark and take the blame. I saw no monsters in their charges, starving wolves grown twice too large. Their blades spoke fear, not wicked creed, their violence learned from deeper need. Yet knowing this did not unmake the blows my living hands must take. Then from the dust with shattered breath their captain laughed and spoke of death. Tell me, elf, are thy hands clean? Is thy blood sweeter than what we've been? Dost thou feel tall, a hero crowned for leaving corpses on the ground? Will mothers praise thee come the morn? Will songs be sung of thieves those torn? Or art thou just a blade that kills and names it justice, names it will? I weighed his words like stones in hand, not wrong, not just, but well understood. No, I'm not the better man. No, my hands are not unscarred. If blood be stained, then let it stand. I chose this road and walked it hard. I did not kill for crown or cheer. I killed because I was standing here. The worst man left alive. I'll drag the dark where none survive. I'll carry hate, I'll drink the blame, so lesser evils lose their name. No one will thank me when I'm gone, but fewer monsters walk the dawn. I do not claim a hero's end, nor beg forgiveness from my friend. For be he saint or be he vile, we wrought the same in equal time. What marks a life is not its close, and what it shows.
The night still shakes within my sight, though dawn has stripped the field of fight. My hands are still, my blade at rest. yet something stirs inside my chest. I saw it then, before they fell. Not rage and not hate, not fearsome hell, but eyes that searched as if to ask what worth remained behind the mask. One breath away from flesh and bone, a life entire, undone, alone. How thin the thread that holds us fast, how swift the now becomes the past. I do not shout, I do not flee, I sit with what was given me. A king must own the path once drawn, for steps once set cannot be undone. The past is stone, it will not bend, yet wisdom walks where it must end. Let memory not become a chain, but script and scar I keep to train. The hand that guards, the eye that sees, how dear, how brave a life can be. By what I chose, or merely shown the cost life owes? If virtue lies in what I can, then I have done what lies with man. How easy still to take a life, how hard I'll fight to guard its light. Not from regret, no shame, no fear, but from the truth that death is near. I am no hero, no made clean. I am the man who's seen what's seen. Ask not if right or wrong I stand, but if I learn from what I've done. For we are judged not by our end, but by the way we choose to tend.
The sun rose same as yesterday, no mark to show the price we pay. No voice from heaven named the just, no hand reached down to bless or curse. I watch them kneel in dust and breath, ask mercy from the shape of death. They spoke of fate, of gods, of signs, as if the choice were not yet mine. They prayed for hands to lift their load, yet would not touch the broken road. If wisdom knocks and none arises, truth that fall or close eyes, men will still pray when dawn arrives, ask to be spared the cost of life. Men They ask for saviors robed in light, for hands that bleed so they'll stay white. They curse the ones who choose to stand, then beg them back when hope has ran. They want the peace but not the way, the gift of ends without the gain. What lies beyond my grasp I leave, what lies within I bear and keep. Men will still pray when shadows fall, name fate not choice as cause of all. Men will still cry for justice done, but turn away when justice comes. Men will still pray, and I will walk. I do not walk to be believed. I walk because I know what's mine to keep. Men will still pray for cleaner hands, for lighter hearts, for simpler plans. I seek no prayer, no crown, no song. I only choose and move along. Men will still pray till voices fade. I will still act when prayers are made. No saint am I, nor made of flame, no devil carved to show the blame. I am the one who saw and stayed while others prayed.